Hey guys, we got another build here for you today. This one is for a DPS warrior dungeon build. Just gonna go ahead and get straight into this here. The weapons we chose axe and mace and longbow. The reason why we chose axe and mace is because it tends to have a little bit more sustainable damage than just axe or especially the greatsword. Longbow is your secondary just to have a little bit of ranged ability there. And then for your aquatic, we're just gonna go with spear. Alright, and then once we get down here, we're going to go ahead and choose our signets and stuff. First of all, we're going to do with healing signet. This gives you a good amount of regeneration for health every second, and it helps to heal yourself pretty much. Here we're going to place Shake It Off, which obviously cures a condition on both yourself and your allies, which is good for group play during dungeons. Right here we are going to put for Great Justice, which grants you Fury and Might and gives you a little bit more extra crit damage. Or not crit damage, but crit chance, excuse me. For here, we are going to go with... Which one was it? We're going to go with Banner of Tax. Well, no, not Banner of Tax. Banner of Discipline. There we go. Which gives you a little bit more precision, which increases your crit chance. And then finally, for your elite skill, we're going to go with Signet of Rage, which grants you Adrenaline, and also gives you Fury, Might, and a little bit more speed on your feet. Okay, so now for the actual build, what we're going to do is we're going to put 20 into Strength, 20 into Tactics, and then the rest straight into Discipline. Okay, and then for your skills, we're going to choose Berserker's Power, which gives you a little bit more increased damage depending on how much Adrenaline you got. And then we're going to put on Axe Mastery, because we do have the axe on main hand, and that increases your crit damage by 10%. Okay? In Tactics, we're going to go with Inspiring Banners, which gives the banners a larger bonus and recharge faster, because we do have the Banner of Discipline on. And then we're going to go with Empowered, which gives you more damage for every boon that's on you. For Discipline, we're going to go with Heightened Focus, which gives you extra crit chances for every stage of Adrenaline you got. And then we're going to go with Signet Mastery. So that way your Signet of Rage and your Healing Signet will both recharge faster. And then finally we want to go with Adrenal Reserves to get your burst skills costing less for you. And then the reason we chose these specific trait trees is because obviously with Strength we want to go for the power. Condition damage doesn't matter at all, but we want to get that extra damage in there. For Tactics, Vitality is always good to have. Boon duration is going to be great for you because more than likely the rest of the people in your group are going to be casting out boons for you as well as for support. And then Discipline, we always want that crit damage, always. And then we also have a little bit more damage output right here, which doesn't give you a whole lot, but it does do a little bit for you. As far as gear goes, probably recommend using a full set of Knights if you can get it, simply because it adds power, precision, which you need for your crit chances and such, and then also toughness, which is kind of important with this build simply because we didn't put any points into defense whatsoever. So getting that little bonus of toughness will definitely help you to have a higher survivability rate, which will help you in the long run, especially in dungeons. Now this build can also be used during PvE, but in order to do that, I would definitely change up some of these skills over here. For instance, I would change Healing Signet to Healing Surge, just because it gives you a little bit more heal power, especially once you get your Adrenaline built out. Shake It Off, I'd probably still... Well, no. For Shake It Off, I would change to probably Signet of Might, just because it'll give you a little bit more extra damage. So for Great Justice is a great one to have on anyway, just because it increases your crit chances and gives you a little bit more power too. Obviously, with soloing in PvE, you don't really want to use banners too much. So I'd probably go with Signet of Fury, just to improve your precision. And Signet of Rage I always keep on anyway, just because I like having that extra swiftness and fury and might, especially with swiftness, because I like to be able to get around faster, so activating that and getting the extra swiftness is very useful during PvE. But that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, this works really, really well during dungeon plays. It's got a high damage output. If you're quick on your feet and good with moving around, this is very, very good for survivability too. So, yeah, that's it. Cheers, guys.